Hey you, it's Jess here and we're planning for the week of August 15th to the 21st in my Caress Press inserts, and I'm using the Scribble Prints Co kit called Book Nerd, which was a reformat of, I think, was this last year? I think a book nerdy kit that I did last year that I asked Andrea to bring back because I really wanted to use it again. And I thought this would be a great time as a transition from summer to autumn. I mean, it's kind of, but it was pretty hot this week. So a bit more summery than autumn, but I think that still worked, despite all the like snuggly stuff in the art. I'm pairing this with the new Shimmer Bundle Mixed Metal in matte bronze and matte silver. Apologies, that's not super easy to see this. I do change my filming setup, like lighting, and I actually just messed with the camera settings in the day-to-day part of this video, so apologies for the way this looks right now, but eventually it'll look a little bit nicer once we get the base done. I'm here with Heidi, and she is I'm on the bed doing this voiceover, and she is noodling, as we call it, under the bed covers. Basically when your cat just forces himself underneath your doona. She's doing that right now, which just messed up my planner, but anyway. She's hilarious. So what happened this week? Well, first of all, the start of the week, I was like behind on my Barbie art, and then I was like, okay, I'll get a fresh start on Monday. But then Monday I developed tendonitis in my left elbow. And you're like, tendonitis again, Jess? Because yes, I had it in my right arm. That was the elbow connected to, and it also was painful in my hand as well. This one was just my elbow, and apparently, like, you know, it's colloquially called tennis elbow. And it happens a lot in the like non-dominant hand because it's kind of weaker than your dominant hand, so that was fun. It was super painful, especially on the Tuesday where I was just icing it on and off. Apparently you should ice it for like 20 minutes, 6 times a day. So I did that on Tuesday, and then by about 11 p.m. it was a lot better on Tuesday night. But it was basically 2 days where I could barely do anything. I did some stuff like, I played a little Animal Crossing just before. It was probably the mix of both drawing a lot and playing Animal Crossing is what ended up with the tendonitis. So yeah, I was playing Animal Crossing both days, but then I gave it a rest on Wednesday, and then I was able to get back to work on Thursday, I think. It looks like that. I'm pretty sure I drew more than it says on my planner, but I guess not. I finished up Barbie in one night, I guess. But I was up super late. The set was supposed to come out Thursday, but I had to release it Friday, and I was up till like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. on Thursday night to get it all done. But such is life. I'm working for yourself, I guess. But yeah, that was just really annoying, and I really need to up my arms routine. So I've been working on a little dumbbell routine to strengthen my arms, but I think I need to do it more than once a week. I need to do it multiple times a week to start building up that strength in my arms to like help with the tendonitis. So yeah, it's just super fun, because at the same time it also makes me super depressed because one, it hurts too much to use my arm, and then also like I kind of need my arms my arms and hands to like do stuff, like make money. So yeah, I get kind of depressed and grumpy when that happens. So that was my first half of the week, sadly. But we did get the Barbie set done, and I think we're almost finished with the base here. We're just putting the overlays on. I just brought in these matte bronze simple line extras that you can get on SPC's website to go with the matte bronze. And I overlaid the double box, both the simple line and the shimmer, and I think it looks so pretty because then you have that line, but then it has like the shimmer bits over the corners. It looks super pretty. I just love the look of the simple line stuff. So adding them together was really nice. And because I used a toolbox, I only had 3 glitter headers in the sidebar, so I was able to bring in the rest of these special design glitter headers for the rest of the spread. I just like to put one over each full box. That's kind of how I do those, just to spread those out. I guess I'm not finished because I gotta do the washi at the top. Washi up the top? What am I talking about? The deco up the top. Otherwise, the other thing this week is I got my usual My US Happy Mail in the Happy Mail box arrived, and that haul went up on Friday. If you want to see that 1 hour haul, I actually just requested another one because I had a lot of mail just come in after the one I requested, including my Golden Woods kit from SPC that I want to use, like not this week that you're watching this, but the week after I want to use it. So as soon as it came in, like yesterday, I requested that box. So hopefully I'll actually have that kit on time, but you might actually have a second smaller haul, or I might just keep that haul for like have an actual haul part. We'll see. But here I've kind of like changed up the settings on my camera. So I messed with the ISO settings this time instead of having them on auto. So I think it films it a lot brighter and more even and less yellow. As I was trying to do it, I was basically changing all the color and exposure post production, so in Final Cut Pro. So now I think directly out of the camera it's looking a lot better, but you have to let me know if this looks okay to you. I'm constantly like worried about how my footage looks. It never looks quite right for me, but I don't know. I give up for now. I think it'll be alright. So starting on Monday, we're obviously going to put in a Coffee Monday as per usual, and that is a, oh gosh, I've already forgotten the name of these. That is, oh my gosh, I can't remember. It's all linked down below, so you'll find the shop, but you can ask me if you want to know where that coffee cup is from, and I'll be able to know after I do this voiceover, so apologies for that. But yeah, it's a British shop. I can't remember. So we have Coffee Monday, and then we're watching ER again. We are in season 8 now, which is nuts. We're getting through it. And then I was playing Animal Crossing all this week. I've had a little break since then, but I'm going to go back to Animal Crossing very soon. I need to do my work beforehand. Oh yeah, that was it. I did some work here on Monday. Yeah, I did some work on Monday, and then that later that day or that night, my tendonitis in my elbow developed and just got more painful as the night went on. Just trying to get it all in the right direction. So I put in work here. The I think it's like the matte scripts are a little bit harder to see on these sort of light sticker colors, but that's okay because they look really pretty and soft, but they are there. And then I marked that I had Happy Mail, and I don't actually think I got the script down. Then I remembered there's a Happy Mail on the foil bundle, so I went back to get that in a second. But I just put this melty smiling face from Once More With Love, because that felt like how I felt with my elbow getting bad. It's kind of like sarcastic, like why me? So yeah, I pulled in that Happy Mail, and then that the pile of boxes is actually from a spring sampler from Papershire, which I thought worked really well with this kit. as well as those like spring flowers from What's More With Love for Animal Crossing, because flowers in Animal Crossing, and it's kind of like I guess it could be like spring or late summer kind of spread, and I thought they match, so whatever. I'm gonna use them. And then I put it in the sidebar that I was reading the first book of the Eye of the so the first book of Wheel of Time, which is the Eye of the World, because I watched the show last year, and obviously if you've read Brando Sando, he actually finished off Wheel of Time when Robert Jordan, the author, died. So the last 3 books are by Brando, and Locke has already read 5 of the Wheel of Time books like years ago. So I thought I've finished up my other stuff, so I'm gonna try out Wheel of Time. So I've been reading The Eye of the World this week, and I just put the book in the sidebar because I thought that'd be fun, and then I just put read scripts throughout for when I was reading it. And then Tuesday, I was up early. I think I got up at like 7 a.m., which is unheard of for me, with luck, and I had the elbow just really hurt. And Luck made me pancakes for breakfast, so that was super nice. On a Tuesday morning before work, Luck cooked me pancakes. So thank you to Luck. And then I just did a face from Once More Loved, because it's like ice elbow. And I had a YouTube binge because I couldn't do much else during the day. And you would have seen there, but I used OK Plan's sticker lifter stick here. So I think it's from scrapbooking, but I think it was like $7 from OK Plans, and I was already shopping with it, so I picked it up, and yeah, it lifts up the corners of stickers pretty well without ruining them. But you can just take up the side, and then you can pick it up easily, and it's so much easier than using a nail. And yeah, I really got into using it for this spread, so I highly recommend if you can find a sticker lifter sticky thing. It's actually pretty useful. And then I played some Animal Crossing that night because I was feeling a bit better, and I'm terrible, so I probably shouldn't have, but my elbow was feeling much better the next day. I just very lightly used that hand to play Animal Crossing. And then we watched more ER, and then we had Venice Burger, which is a pretty good burger place here. And then I just read more of my book. But yeah, so Eye of the World, it's alright. It is a bit slow going. It is a more old-fashioned fantasy. And I feel so they aged up the kids in the show. So in the book, they're 14, and they definitely feel 14. They're kind of okay, you're a big bunch of dum-dums. It does read a little juvenile, but I assume it probably ages up with them. Obviously it's going to age up with them in the books, but yeah, it's a bit more old-fashioned writing. But I have been enjoying it, and it's interesting to see the differences with the TV show. Obviously they up the stakes in the TV show, the Children of Light terrify me in the show. I hate them with a fiery passion, and I'm always just why do all these people hate the Aes Sedai when the Aes Sedai are the only ones who can stop a false dragon from destroying the world? Hello, I don't understand this world. So yeah, but I'm enjoying little bits of other pieces, and seeing how they changed the show as well. It is interesting, so I'm enjoying it. I've only got 14 hours left. It's 28 hours, so I've done pretty well this week with reading a bit of it. So Wednesday, I put in coffee run with the coffee pot because I got up and I was super tired zombie myself. I'm always a zombie in the morning. And I got my cup out, I put my ice in my cup to make my coffee, and I opened the fridge, and I'm looking through the fridge, and then I'm looking around at the counter, and there's no coffee. I'm just whoa. Didn't realize there wasn't any coffee that morning, so I had to put on a pot and start filming. Oh, this day Locke was at the office, that's why. So I was whoa. I had to start filming. I had a bunch of filming to do this day to get done. Like I had to finish that Plan With Me that went up on the Wednesday. I filmed that haul. I filmed a couple of other things I needed to pre-film, do voiceover, blah blah blah. So I was very busy that morning and I did half of it without any coffee. But I got through it, and so my Plan With Me went up, and I also filmed that haul, and I put fold laundry, but basically I did a bunch of laundry and I also put it away, so I decided to use that script, and then played some Animal Crossing, and then we finally decided to catch up on What We Do in the Shadows. I think we had to binge about 5 episodes because we haven't watched it yet this new season. So we binge watched those 5 episodes. I love Laszlo. Laszlo is my heart, but Matt Berry's had my heart for like over a decade. I love him so much. Still a really good show. And then I just read that night. So that was the first half of the week. I also didn't put up a pre-plan with me on Monday because I wasn't really feeling it on the weekend. And then Monday, the last day I could have done it, I developed that elbow pain. So I wasn't really planning with it. Now Heidi's leaving. Like, how rude. We're still in the middle of a voiceover, Heidi. Anyway, she's gone. She was just next to me, like, cleaning herself on the bed, of course. Always having a cat bath. So now we're going to do Thursday. First we had picnic. I just use this little, it's like a Subway, but picnic sandwiches are in baguettes. And I always get a cheese baguette, and it's delicious. It's like cheese, tomato, lettuce, and then it has remoulade, which is really good. It's not really big, like, I guess outside of Europe, I suppose, remoulade, but I'm loving it on this picnic baguette. But yes, the restaurant's called Picnic. And then I put cleaning time because I cleaned a butt ton of stuff. Cleaned everything. I just cleaned it all. Like, I deep cleaned the kitchen and everything. I just really needed to have, I think it was the kitchen was really laying on me. Like, I couldn't do work without thinking about that horrible kitchen, so I cleaned it up. And this is just what I have to do. And then we watched Only Murders in the Building because we hadn't watched I think we watched like 2 episodes as they were coming out, but we needed to catch up. And I think the show just finished. We haven't watched the last episode yet, but we wanted to catch up with Only Murders so we wouldn't get any spoilers, and that's been really good too. Martin Short also has my heart. Oliver Putnam steals the show. I just love Martin Short all the time. And then I played Animal Crossing. We tried out a new Mexican restaurant called El Rey Taqueria. I just put El Rey because taqueria was a lot to write, but that was really good actually. They had really good chips and guac, and the tacos were pretty tasty, and they had pretty good churros, so we'll probably eat more from El Rey in the future. And then I have work late and read. As I said, I think I drew from like 10 p.m. to almost 4 a.m. and I was reading my book during it, which is a great thing about audiobooks, and because drawing is pretty like reading and drawing are like complete different, feel like different parts of my brain, so I could do them at the same time. Well, it's funny because then like my art will make me think of the scenes in the book that I was reading. It's pretty funny. And then Friday, so I got all that, like the files done, but listings take like another hour to 2 hours to do, like the pictures for listings, so like the graphics. So I just went to bed at 4 a.m. and then I got up and I did the listings for an hour or 2, and then I released the Barbie set, which is based on just Barbie in general, but also I got some references to the film in there that's coming out next year. I just really felt like doing it right now, like Barbie core or something is supposed to be in right now, like the hot pink. So I thought I'm just going to release this now and I'm going to hoard it for next year for the movie. Then the movie comes out in July, and it'll be perfect for summer then, so I'm excited for that. And I just used this Papershire sticker of Alexa from Schitt's Creek because she looks like Barbie to me in this sticker, so I thought that'd be perfect to mark. Because I like to, I drew maybe these Kidnish Girl new release stickers, and I kind of like having a matching icon that goes with what I released that week. So that's what I chose for Barbie. And then that sticker haul went live. And then Friday was apparently International Potato Day or something. Well, Locke told me it was. So we got baked potatoes from Papa Perona for lunch. So that was tasty. And I think for dinner we had like McDonald's or something because it was Friday and we're like, screw this. And that was also, you know, fries. So potato day. And then I played Animal Crossing. And then, so on Friday I decided I wanted to get a Keylights bookshelf for next to my planner desk because I'm in this little corner next to the kitchen and it's just sort of my desk and my Rascog cart. I was like, I really would like a bookshelf here so I could have my binders and my planners next to me instead of like they were all in a bookshelf in the living room and then all my planner stuff, like extra whiteout and stuff, was in a closet in the bedroom. So I was always constantly having to walk around the apartment for all my things to do with planning. So I decided to go to the Keylights as well as some of the little boxes that fit in it to store all my crap. And I ordered that on Thursday and it got delivered on the next day, which is great about being in the Nordics with IKEA. They deliver pretty fast. I also got a full-length mirror to go into our bedroom because I haven't had a full-length mirror at all in this apartment. So that's great. So we put that up on the wall, and we also got some new pillows for our bed because our old pillows have gotten pretty lumpy. So we got new pillows, and I think that's everything that we picked up. So that was delivered on Friday. Then we watched some ER, and then we decided just to build all that IKEA right away, get it all cleaned up. So I built that night, which was awesome. I was pretty proud of myself. It took me 25 minutes to build the Keylights all by myself, and I was pretty proud of myself. But I think that's like the easiest thing to build, honestly. Except for maybe our couch, which all we had to do was put the legs on. But yeah. I was pretty happy with that, and I think it's looking real good. I showed it in my pre-plan with me, but I will be planning to do a full desk tour in Planmas in December. I've already started planning Planmas. Andrea's egged me on to do 25 days instead of the usual 12. Usually I only do 12 days of Planmas, but this day, for the first 25 days of December, you're going to get a video from me. And I've got it all planned out now, and I'm super excited. And I have a bunch of filming to do, but I think that'll be awesome. So there will be a desk tour in the future, like an in-depth one, in December. So look out for that. Well, for in a couple of months. You'll probably forget about it, and then you'll be like, oh, a desk tour. Anyway. On Saturday, I was up early again. I don't know. My sleep has been all over the place. I was exhausted after building all that stuff. And it was super hot that night. And then I got up early because I had a huge headache. And I think I was just dehydrated from like the heat and of all the building that I did on Friday night. Like I was so sweaty that when I stood up from my seat, like my hands slipped on my thighs from all the sweat that was on me. I did have a nice long shower before I went to bed. But yeah, I woke up with a bad headache, so I got up early because of that. And one of those rare days where I got up early and didn't have a nap during the day. It was weird. Usually I have to have a nap because I just can't exist on less than like 9 hours of sleep. So and then we watched some more ER, and then we cleaned up all of the boxes from IKEA and all the other boxes. We just did a bunch of cleaning. We tore up because I've talked about this, we have to tear up all of our boxes to make them small enough to fit down the cardboard tube in our garbage room. So we got rid of all of the inside boxes because there's some in our balcony. Whoops. So do many people in our area, okay? It's not just us. We cleaned them all up so our apartment's looking so much better. And then I put in washed clothes. And then I organized my stickers. I organized 2 parts of my closet in the bedroom that has my planner stuff and got them put into the little cubbies that go into my Calax. So I did a bunch of that, and then I wrote China because we tried out this new Chinese restaurant to us, and it's called Raventola China, so Restaurant China. It's literally called China, but it was actually pretty good. Yeah, it tasted a lot more like the Chinese food that we had in Australia, which has been pretty rare up here actually. It's funny how it changes from country to country, but it was pretty good. And then I just read The Eye of the World. So Sunday, we spent the morning watching The Simpsons, and then I put declutter here with the bag because we had a bunch of styrofoam pieces from like our TV and things. Oh, that just kind of ended. Sorry about that. 1 second. Instead of redoing this, I'm just switching back to the footage I should have had here. I think I was confused because they're the exact same number even though they're different files. Anyway, that was weird. So we had to break up the styrofoam to also fit down the garbage chute. So we got through all of that styrofoam and got it packed away. And then I did a bunch of planning time, so I filmed all of this stuff. And we had wings from Henry's for dinner that night, and we binged a bunch of ER, and I just put binge ER with my love, and then I read Eye of the World for a couple of hours. Yeah, so that's how that day ends. I was like, wait, I definitely had this footage, but it was both files. Oh my god, actually it says 5884, and then this one is 5894. What the heck? It confused me. I thought I just inserted it over the way it was so you could see my little mess up, but yeah, here's that footage. And I'm going to bring in another of those scripts with my love, because I was like, this is a big box just to put ER. So I think that worked out really well. And then I'm just going to put some more sparkles in. I used them all up from the foil bundle. I just like to put them in, especially when it's like there's a lot more space left, like next to ER there. But yeah, I loved using this foil bundle with the new scripts, and I loved using this kit again. I think it turned out really different. I can't remember what I used last time. Maybe just normal gold. I can't remember. But I think this turned out so great, and I'm really glad I pulled in the mixed metal foil and did the color blocking as per usual. I just don't really want to give it up. I'm just loving color blocking. It's just so easy. I don't have to think about it really. So that is the finished spread. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more, especially with an extra long Planmas coming up in December. You don't want to miss it. But otherwise, that is everything, and I hope you have a wonderful week coming up. Just know that I love you and I appreciate you, and you are awesome and beautiful. And yeah, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye, my loves. Bye bye. Bye. Bye bye.